Welcome to another episode of OSFirstTimer. In this episode, you are finally going to be given a challenge. You're going to be trying out Ratpoison. Salix OS Ratpoison 14.0.1 released in 2013 to be exact. Salix OS is a fast, simple and easy to use Linux distribution that is based on Slackware. It can be downloaded with a variety of different desktop environments and window managers, but today you're going to be trying out the Ratpoison version, which is in my opinion the most difficult version. Ratpoison is a window manager for X with no fat library dependencies, no fancy graphics, no window decorations, and no rodent dependence. In other words, say goodbye to that rodent connected to your computer that controls the pointer on your screen. It's time to kill the mouse and solely control the computer from the keyboard like a pro. Let's check it out. Okay, here we are. The system is now booting up. Have you ever used a computer without a mouse before?
How do
Throughout
you?
your life?
I guess I have at the beginning, but I've been using a mouse for so long I can't remember how to use a computer without a mouse now.
Okay, you are now ready. Log in.
How? I thought you said this is... Oh, straight away the hand goes on the mouse. I thought you said this is not going to be a...
Basically, you've actually got to start up the graphical interface.
Enter?
Now you've got to log in first.
How do you log in?
By typing your username and password. Diana is the login.
Capital D?
No capital D.
Okay.
You're actually not allowed to have a capital.
Yep.
Okay. There we go, you've got no mail. I am going to tell you how to start it up. To start up the graphical interface, you do have to type startx.
One word?
Yep. Enter.
Do you have to do this every time you get into it?
Oh, you can do it, because it's Linux, you can set it up so it automatically
Just
does,
goes into this?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, that would be better.
So,
what is this?
you are now on the desktop.
Where are all the icons gone? Are they hidden?
This is just the blank desktop when you first start it up. Your first task is what time is it?
I wouldn't have a clue on this desktop. Is this an actual desktop?
Yep.
Or a screensaver?
Well, this is your desktop background. You're going to have to change the desktop background later on.
There's no clock. There's nothing on it. What's the point of this?
I'm going to give you a hint. You kind of missed it. It kind of popped up really fast at the top right corner of the screen. It said press Control-T, then do question mark for more information.
So Control-T.
Control-T.
Well, they should
then take
keep
your finger
it
off.
up
Now
there
do
because
question mark.
imagine if you miss it.
So this is the Ratpoison key bindings.
Oh, so you have to learn a whole stack of what...
The thing is, once you learn it, you don't need to learn it anymore. I'm fully able to use this system confidently, quickly, just as I would use a system with a mouse after an hour with it. So, it's actually usable, and you learn these in your head.
You know what they should do?
Yes.
I can think of an improvement already. Have that at the side of the screen, always there on that picture desktop background, and just have it at the side so you can always refer to it. And that thing at the beginning where it said press Control-T or whatever it was, I totally missed that. I mean, that should stay on there, because what if you miss it? Then you've just got this screen of the picture and nothing else.
Most people aren't newcomer. Like, this is specifically not a newcomer operating system for users. It's
then why am I doing it?
It's because you need a challenge. You've done too much easy stuff recently. Now, generally you're trying out Linux distributions with full blown out desktop environments. This is not a desktop environment. This is just simply a window manager. It's also not the easiest window manager to use as well. There's a lot more easy ones to use than this. This is actually specifically a tiling window manager. Anyway, what time is it?
I wonder if there's a clock command here that pops up with the clock and tells you what time it is. Time, here we are. There's A and then C-A. Oh, I'm just going to go for A. It's a bit easier. Right.
I'll give you one more hint. Any command, all those things you see there, A and all of that, you must first press Control-T, take your fingers off Control-T, and then press that command. This is all second nature once you get used to it.
How do you get back to the writing thing again?
Control-T and then the question mark, once you've taken your finger off. Shift, then question mark.
Okay, so Control-T, And then question mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here.
What it was saying
Can I just save that thing to the side of the screen?
it kind of becomes full screen and goes away if you touch anything. I don't think you can actually save it as another frame, because in this system you're making lots of frames. I can't go into that yet.
Okay,
though.
so Control T and then A.
Yeah, and then take your finger off
T.
it. Yeah, and then the A.
A. Then nothing happens. Has it come on but it's invisible? What happened?
I just did it properly. Did Control T and then I just pressed A.
Okay, well, then it goes away.
Yeah, see, do it again. It only appears
Ridiculous.
momentarily.
Well, you wouldn't want to blink, would you? Now, Control T. Okay, so it's 1:28
Fantastic.
and 46 seconds.
You
That was
have
good.
done the first task on this operating system. Your next task is to write, save, open and delete a text document.
Okay, well, I guess I've got to go to the Control T to get that thing up again and question mark.
Yep.
Now, document. Is there anything there that talks about documents? There's things about banishing and killing and colons, even people's large intestine. But nothing about license, Windows, split. Here we go, split something. Oh, you need a license to learn how to use this thing.
No, this is really, it's a simple, easy to use system once you're used to just getting around. I mean, you haven't used a tiling window manager before yourself.
Isn't Windows 8 full of actual tiles? I don't call this a tiling
No,
thing.
think about in Windows 10, you know how you snap windows to the corners of the screen and the side of the
Yeah.
screen? You're going to be doing that in this, but you're not going to be using a mouse.
But what would you snap in this? Everything disappears. What's the point of snapping it?
No, you haven't actually opened an actual program yet. You will see, once you open a program, it'll be a lot easier. You'll get this system. It only took me an hour to fully experiment with no instructions myself.
It'll probably take me the rest of my life.
I just went on this screen and I just fully went through it, and now I don't even need to look at this menu anymore. I know all the commands. I know what all these do, and I can use it off the
I
top
hate
of my
having
head.
to learn a new language. Why can't it just be voice prompted? Open up a document, then it opens up a document. Then you don't have to learn anything. Aren't things supposed to become easier and less things to learn?
This operating system, specifically this exact build of it and everything, is from 2013.
Well, they haven't come very far.
This window manager called Ratpoison can be installed on like a variety of different Linux distributions, not just this one.
Now the name Ratpoison.
Get rid of the mouse.
Yeah, well, why didn't they call it mouse poison? I mean,
Because
really?
there's no such thing as mouse poison that I know of.
Rat poison kills
Well,
the
because
mouse.
these are for people who hate using the mouse. They just want to.
Why would you hate using a mouse? I love using a mouse. Well, this isn't
Because
for me
the issue
then.
with the mouse is you're typing a document, then you have to take your entire hand off the keyboard, away all the way through midair
how
onto
terrible.
the mouse, use the mouse to click on something, when you can just keep your fingers on the keyboard the entire time.
How absolutely terrible to move your hand from the keyboard to the mouse. I mean,
Come on.
wow. I mean, isn't that a lot easier than learning a great big thing of text like this and all
Okay.
these different commands? I'd rather take my hand off the keyboard and go to the mouse
Okay.
than learn all this.
Okay,
Really?
enough of that, just because I know this is going to take a while. You're looking for something called the Rat menu. The Rat menu has a list of programs.
Rat menu.
Yes, the Rat menu. That will give you a list of programs that you can use.
Is it rat? Oh, there it is. Oh, so can't I just... Oh, look.
I know
That's
there's,
working.
I know there's a mouse, but you can't click on things. It's
Oh.
not, well, you can, if you open a web browser like Firefox in this, you can click on links and stuff, but you can also fully use it
So
with
you're
the
telling
keyboard.
me this exit, when this funny little
Execute.
sideway S...
Basically, these are all key bindings. Before you tried to do a key binding with the slash, you did Control T then slash rather than question mark. That isn't assigned to anything. You could do a key binding, make your own key bindings. For example, Control T then W, Control T W. As long as that's not a key binding already in use, you could make that suddenly open up Microsoft Word. You get it?
I've just
you want to
gotta
open
think.
Word, you go Control T W.
If this menu is supposed to make life easier and quicker and not having to use a mouse, then you tell me, how does a few seconds of moving your hand to a mouse is more effort than typing EXEC, a sideways
You don't have
slash
to type
S?
that.
Oh, it's R.
Yeah, you just press R, Control T then R to open up the Rat menu.
Control T, then R. Then nothing happens again.
You got to get out. What happened is you actually have to get out of that help menu. So you press escape to get out of that first, then you do Control TR. So that is the Rat menu. So you want to write, save, open and delete a text document. So you're
Okay.
looking for no mouse.
Hate no mouse.
Look, mouse in the corner. No mouse. The rodent is gone.
I want the rodent to come back. I like rodents.
So you've realised the method you used to scroll through this menu. Fantastic.
Okay, so we're at Office, and I'm going to enter.
No, that is not the right button to press. Congratulations, you figured it out. Yes, you pressed the left.
You know why I did?
Because there was a little arrow thing pointing left.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 3 items in here. You've got that document viewer, you've got the SC spreadsheet, and you've got word grinder, word processor.
Word grinder.
You can keep going on the mouse.
I know.
So what are you going to do? Document.
I thought that was saying apply document viewer.
Yeah, it's
document viewer.
Yeah, I can't even say it. Anyway, so what do you think you'd use to write a document here?
Word processor,
Yep.
which is there.
Yep. You could have also have pressed enter there.
That's weird the way it doesn't actually, because I would expect it to scroll down the screen and then light
but
up
it actually
in
moves
white.
the menu up.
But it actually moves it up, which is very confusing. Okay,
So
now...
here you go. You're in your word processor now. You can start writing a document. This is an unnamed document. You're ready to go.
There we go.
Press enter a few times and see what happens if there was multiple lines in it. What's happening?
Oh, it's getting bigger, wider apart.
So that's kind
that's
of like
telling
almost
you
how big your document is. And then you've written this wonderful document. Now how do you save it? I'll give you a clue. The same way you save it on Microsoft Word if you didn't use a mouse with Microsoft Word.
Control S.
Congratulations, you figured it out. Now where would you like to save it to?
I'd like to save it to that desktop because it looks awfully empty with nothing on it. So
Okay, go save it to the desktop.
how would I do that? Oh, desktop. Wait a sec. Yes. Enter.
And what are you going to save it as? What's it going to be called? There's currently 2 items on the desktop.
Well, I didn't see any items on the desktop.
Because any items on the desktop don't appear to actually appear on the desktop.
Well, what's the point of having them on the desktop if you can't even see them?
You can turn them on. Just
Okay.
So saving it as...
Cheese. Mice like cheese. Enter.
If you want. You have now saved succeeded. Now you need to exit out of this.
Escape.
I actually had never pressed escape in this. I just exited it using the exit command for all the programs. Where do you usually find exit generally in a menu?
I usually just use the mouse to go and click the X when I want to get out of it.
There is, if you look at the actual information, there is a command to get rid of programs. But you can try and use this menu if you want.
Well, look, let's just say, let's go to File.
Yep.
And let's see if you can exit. Oh, so Control Q would have been to exit, would it?
That's not the universal
I'm out of
way,
it.
as far
I've
as I'm
done
aware, to kill it. Okay, fantastic. Now you want to try and open up some kind of a file viewer, a file browser. And
Wasn't I supposed to find that document I just saved?
Using a file browser. So you want to open up the file browser.
Now, can I just say, I don't like this. I just saved it to the desktop. Now I'm at the desktop. Where is it? It's not there. What's the point? What is the point of even saving? Well, why hide them? I don't want them hidden. I want to see them.
This is not an operating system for normal people.
Well, I'm normal, so therefore I don't like this.
This is an operating system you want to
abnormal people. So this operating system is for abnormal people.
And also,
maybe it's for people that have vision that can see things that aren't even there. I don't know. Because I've got the normal vision, I can't see.
For our purpose, we're using it as a challenge for you because it's OSFirstTimer has gotten too repetitive and easy. And you just know how to do everything now. So it's time for an actual challenge.
This is just going to be completely dull and boring because I'm sitting here not knowing how to do anything and you're just giving me all these clues all the time.
Remember, you do know how to open a word processor. You bring up the wrap menu and then go through the menu items.
Okay, so I escape.
Yep.
R.
Okay, so you want to bring up a file viewer.
I'm assuming it would be in accessories. Okay. Document viewer.
You want to bring up the file viewer.
Wait. I just found a calculator. How about we just do the calculation
thing? The calculation task is later. You know it's in accessories, okay?
Why do they have to make things so difficult? Maybe this operating system's for people with a lot of time on their hands. Actually, literally a lot of time on their hands so that they can be typing all these commands and do all this. Maybe they just want to exercise their hands. I don't know. What have they got against a mouse? I mean, it makes life easier.
Let's say you wanted to get out of accessories. How would you do that? To go back to the...
Exit.
No, you're down here on accessories. You've just gone into accessories. How do you then come out, back out, the other way?
Other arrow.
That's right.
The backward arrow.
Just to make this simpler for you, I am going to, if you don't within the next minute find the right program, I'm going to tell you where it is.
Would it be in word processor?
It's not that.
Well, it should be.
It's in accessories where you just were. I'll give you that hint.
I didn't see it.
It's got a name that you wouldn't expect.
Commander.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, well, that was a name I just
Gnome
wouldn't expect. So I just picked the least expecting one.
That's right. GNOME is actually a desktop environment, and
Okay.
Commander is their
Okay, so...
browser. Okay, fantastic. You are looking at all the files on the computer. You saved the document in the desktop folder.
I actually wanted to save it to the desktop, not a folder.
Well, the desktop in Windows is also a folder. It's just displayed on the desktop.
Where it should be.
But you could actually go into a file menu like this on Windows, and you can actually see all your desktop items in a folder. Can you see a desktop folder anyway?
I can, yes.
Okay, you can go into that.
I can't get to the other side.
So you're going down, 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 down like this.
And then back up again.
On Windows, you can do this too. If you want to move to the next checkbox or the next item on the screen, what do you press?
I don't. I just use the mouse to go there.
Okay, I'll give you a clue here because you're not going to get this. It's Tab. You press Tab.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And that takes you to the next scrollable list or item or whatever.
Okay, so desktop, enter, cheese.
Fantastic.
What have I actually done?
You're just looking at this with GNOME Commander. You're not actually using the right program.
Is this what my bring back the mouse strangeness file looks like?
This is what it looks like. See? Strangeness bring, and then down, 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 back. The mouse. So it's actually even more strange because you're looking at all the formatting that really goes into the file.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to look at something like this.
What you're meant to do is open this with the right program. However, what you've done is perfectly fine. You have been able to view it, and I'm going to say that's enough of an accomplishment.
Shouldn't the computer know what it is and how to view it without you having to tell it?
Well, actually, you have to tell it what to open certain types of files with. The same goes for Windows, but generally when people make software on Windows, they automatically get the program to automatically make a file association. For example, .docx files will automatically open with Microsoft Word, but you can actually set the associations differently yourself on Windows, just like you can with Linux. Anyway, you can now get out of this and you can delete the file.
I hate the fact there's no X button up there to be able to move your mouse to it and press it.
This has no window decorations, and an X is
What's the point of even having this pointer if it doesn't point, or there's no point to it?
Well,
let's just say, what's the point of a pointer if there's no point to it?
Just to let you know, it actually does do stuff.
But how come it does?
But you're trying to use this without the mouse.
But the point is you can use a mouse,
Yes.
so I prefer to use a mouse.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to.
But if you're not supposed to, why does it let me? Why does it give me the option to do it? Okay, so I'm going to get out of it now. There we go, I'm out.
It's a little bit of a cheat method, but
No.
can you now delete cheese? I get it now, cheese, a mouse. That didn't even click in my head now. That didn't even click.
Delete. Perfect. Yes, I do.
Okay,
Done.
you've deleted it.
With a mouse.
Yes, you weren't
This is
supposed
great.
to. That was a bit of a cheat you've just done.
But why did it let me if it's supposed to be
Because
an
it
operating system that kills rodents?
It hasn't fully removed the mouse. It's removed the dependency on the mouse, so you can fully do everything you just did without the mouse. It just hasn't fully killed off the mouse entirely.
It should give people the option if they want to use a mouse.
Next up,
Instead of taking away their freedom of choice.
Next up, can you calculate 163 plus 532?
Okay, first of all, exit.
That doesn't get out. That's not the actual proper command to close down a program. You missed it. So you can't even use a mouse properly.
There,
Okay.
I've gone. Just do the Control T thing.
And then how do you bring up the menu? Remember, it's the same every
Ah.
time. Yep, you've remembered the wrap menu thing. You can assign programs to open up, so you just go Control T, Control W to open up that word
Right.
grinder, for example.
Now,
Anyway,
accessory,
no mouse.
accessories, calculator.
Congratulations, you're in the calculator. Now, what is 163 plus 532?
Absolutely no warranty. Wow. Shouting that out to me.
For details, type warranty. But you're not
But
learning...
why would you even type warranty if it's just told you there is no warranty?
Because you want more information about why there isn't any warranty. You can actually read it if you like, and
No.
type warranty. But
It's all right.
right now, you're using this calculator. Go.
Okay, where's the calculator? Okay, just what were those numbers again?
163 plus 532.
532?
Yep. You don't type equals. There you go. 695. You've completed that task.
What if you wanted to do a really difficult calculation that involved all these symbols and sin and cos and all this? Or do you just literally type in sin and cos?
Type in help just out of interest because I just want to see if it has information.
No, zero information. It's got zero help. Okay, great.
Look, this program is BC. You could look up more on the internet. I'm not a BC expert, but this program can actually be used in the terminal as well, so you don't even need a graphical interface to use this, because this is a terminal application. Do you know how you would do times in this and divided by?
Well, times would be
so like
X,
5 times
maybe?
4. What is it usually on a actual Windows if you're using the Windows calculator with just the keyboard?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
that.
it's the 8 thing. Yeah. The Shift 8.
So that's it there.
Okay.
Anyway, you do the next task, which you actually don't usually do, but this is a tiling window manager and you haven't done any tiling yet. I'm specifically giving you this task so you can do some tiling, okay?
Some tiling, right.
Can you now have 5 windows open on the screen at once, fully viewable, with at least 2 in the top row of the screen and 2 in the bottom row of the screen? So you've got to have 5 windows. Just imagine you're in Windows and you've got like 5 programs up on the screen. How would you now open up?
I wouldn't have a clue. Without a mouse, this task is impossible.
No, it is not impossible whatsoever.
I want to minimise this to a small little box rather than a big black
No,
thing.
you don't do that. First of all, let me give you a little mini tutorial on just a few commands. Let's say I do Control T and R. I can still access the wrap menu, as you can see. Now, if I go into some programs, Office, I'm in the word grinder, and then I go Control T, Control R, and then I open up Office again, I open up the spreadsheet viewer, like this. You can see that it's just overlapping, but the other programs are still open. Now, if I press on the keyboard, Control T, then 1, it's going to the first program. Control T, 2, it's taking me to the next program. Control T. You can switch between them by going Control T, 1, Control T, 2. So that's how you're switching between your windows. You want to have multiple windows open on the screen at once. So, what do you think is the correct command? I'm just going to let you have a little guess here. What do you think is a way you could have it so that you have one program open on one side of the screen and one program open on another side of the screen, having 2 programs visible at once?
Something to do with Windows. But why is there 2, there's 2 things all the time? Like, with license, there's V, then there's C-V. With Windows, there's W, then again below there's C-W. Is it for people that want it easy, they just type W, and people that want more of a challenge or to take longer?
The C, just so you know, the C is control. So, for example, N there goes next, then CN means Control T, then Control N.
Well, why have 2 different?
Let's see if there's any difference. Let's try it with the time command. So we're going to go Control T and then A, which brings us up to the time at the top of the screen. Now let's try it again. Control T and Control A. It does the same thing. So it's just 2 commands that do the same thing.
So somebody who wants to take less time to do it and somebody that wants more of a challenge to do it.
Or somebody who can't be bothered taking their finger off the Control key. So they could just go Control T and the finger's already on Control. Why move the finger off Control T? So just Control A.
Really?
Okay, anyway, so what do you think would make it so your screen is almost like split in 2?
Split. But I've got 2 choices. I've got split or
And
I've
you've
got H
split. Now, what do you think a H split would be versus a normal split?
People who hate splitting.
A H split stands for horizontal split, and a normal split is just a vertical split.
Oh, and you wanted me to have top and bottom.
Oh, no, I said one side of the screen and the other side. I didn't actually specify top or bottom or...
Well, you said at least 2 on the top and at least 2 on the bottom.
You'd have to be
So that's a normal split.
Yes, but you're having 5 programs open at once. So you...
Am I going to split it?
You'd be doing multiple splits here. You've got to get used to framing first and how that works. So let's just practice making splits, and also once you make a split, you can also remove splits as well. You're going to make your first split here. To be honest, you can do a vertical split or you can do a horizontal split. Totally up to you. Go.
I missed the command now. What was the command for the split?
It's S.
S.
So Control T and then S. There we go. So now you have got the calculator open, and you have also got word processor open. So you've got 2 programs on the screen at once. So you have got 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. You need to have at least 2 on the top and at least 2 programs on the bottom.
Okay, so I do that other split, that vertical split.
And remember, it's 5 programs open on the screen at once.
And what was it? Control T, and what was that other command for the other split?
The capital S. So Control T and then capital S. There we go. You have now made another split. So you have now got 2 at the top and you've got 1 program at the bottom. Let's say you want to open a program over there in that corner of the screen. How would you open a program over there?
Well,
That's a frame.
let's open the menu first, which is the...
Now, this program that you're about to open is going to then be opened in this segment of the screen here where the menu is. So you're going to be opening a program over this program here instead of over there. So how do you move the focus to another point on the screen so that the wrap menu...
Well, if I had a mouse, I could do it easily, but because I don't have a mouse, I can't do it.
Have a little look at the information here. How do you think you would move the focus up, or the focus down, or the focus to the left, or the focus up?
Focus down.
And what keys?
Left, right, up, down.
Okay, so let's give that a go. You're now currently in this program. Yeah. Let's say you want to move down to the calculator. How do you do that?
Well, I could keep typing lots and lots of stuff till eventually it
won't overflow. So Control-T, and then down. And as you can see, it says current frame, which means you are now in the calculator. How do you now move the current frame to that blank space?
Okay, Control-T.
You're still in this frame. Where is that frame? Is that frame up?
It's to the right.
There's 3 frames on the screen. You've got one on the top left, one on the top right, and then one large frame on the bottom.
Oh,
top left, top right. So there's 3
so
frames
I need
currently
to
open.
go...
You need to now open a program in that frame up the top there.
Where the desktop is.
Yeah, because there's nothing open. The screen is divided right now into 3 frames. 2 of them have got something open. There's one up there that's blank.
Okay, so Control-T...
Then...
And then up.
You've taken to that one. Now, how would you get to the other frame?
Control-T, side.
Current frame. Now you can open the wrap menu and open up a program there.
Control-T, R.
Now make it so it's a different program to what you've already got open.
I might do Ratpoison.
Oh no, not Ratpoison. Any program, but because that's actually just a shortcut. I'll just show you what it is, because you're wondering now. It just shows your window list. You can restart Ratpoison, or you can edit the ratpoison.rc file.
I wouldn't mind editing it and putting in a mouse, actually.
Okay, what you actually could do is you could actually download a different desktop environment, so all these programs can be opened with something like KDE, something you're used to with a menu and everything normally. But you're not going to be doing that in this episode. But you could, but you're not going to. Okay,
so I'll just go to multimedia.
Yep.
That'll do.
And open up something...
Music on console. Wow. Media player. I think I want wow, media player.
So that's if you want to watch some videos or something.
Okay. A video on how to do this.
There you go.
There we go.
Fantastic. Now, you have got 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Mm-hmm. I did say you need to have at least 5 programs open on the screen at once, with at least 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top. Mm-hmm. And then obviously the 5th one would be on the side of the screen.
Okay, Control-T and then down.
Yup. And you're going to split that one. So it did say current frame at the bottom. So you are in the bottom now.
Yeah. So how do I split it again? What was that command?
Horizontal splits are capital S.
Capital S.
Yup, you're in this window.
Oh, well, how do you
get to that other window? Because that's the window you were already in and you split to make a new one.
Control-T and then move it that way. Okay, I'm in network. That'll do.
Okay, so you've now got 4 programs open on the screen at once. You now need just 1 more program, and you can open it anywhere you like.
Control-T, S, again, to do the split.
So there you go. And now you just open the last program up, but move to that frame first. Are you now, you know how to do this. You kind of understand frames, how you're opening up frames. Okay. Frames can also be resized.
I've opened up a browser there.
You will notice that that browser is actually like a search engine, and that's like the internet. You can go on YouTube and do that kind of thing. And you can use the mouse with that, but it can also be used fully without the mouse. Your next task is actually quite a challenge. You now need to change the desktop background.
I have, look.
No,
it's completely
that's not the desktop
different.
Background.
It's covering up the desktop background altogether.
How do you get out of all these programs, first of all, so you can see I've got some space, without doing that method? What's the proper method? What do you think is the way to really get out of programs? What's the command? And I want to see if you can get out of all the programs in 20 seconds once you know the command. No, because it's really easy. It's simply you move Control-T up and then do the command. Control-T move and move to each frame and quickly do the command. And I'm going to give you 20 seconds.
Maybe it's kill.
Okay, you're going to try that as soon as you know the command. So it's capital K, as you can see. Okay, ready? Try it.
Wait.
First of all, try.
Don't start
you're
timing
in this.
Yet.
Once you've closed at least 1 program. Yep. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's like 1.
So Control-T. Okay. Oh, what's T? It's gone.
You actually have kind of mastered the movement around the system and stuff. The only thing you haven't actually done is resizing windows, but I'm not going to get you to do that.
Oh, forget that.
Okay. It's actually really easy. All you do is like a control and then a command, then you actually move the little window how big you want it and stuff like that. Anyway, you have now got to change the desktop background. Now, I'm going to give you a huge hint here. Yeah, if I don't...
Because I'm assuming right-clicking a mouse that doesn't even...
Yeah. Okay, so if we go down here to Ratpoison... Here we have ratpoison.rc, which is a file on the computer. Now, you will notice here this line that says set default background. This is a command here that you can type into the terminal. Executes FEH, bgscale, and then it opens this location, and the file is stored in /user/share/backdrops, and that is the actual desktop background here, stairway.png. That is this file. So first of all, you're going to...
So is this desktop background called Stairway?
This is called Stairway.
Where are the stairs?
I'm not sure myself, but this is the default desktop background. Now, you need to enter this command into a terminal, and you've got to work out what the other desktop backgrounds actually are. So
I wish I could just copy and paste it. What if you double click it?
So first of all...
if you don't have a mouse, how do you double click something?
First of all, I'm going to guide you through this, because this is too complicated for you, but with my guidance you'll get through it. So first of all, you want to go to a new frame now, so you can actually open the file viewer. Now you want to go down to, where was the file browser?
GNOME Commander.
Yep, okay, fantastic. Now, where are the images stored? So look at the file location here. Where is Stairway stored? Look on the actual text.
It's in backdrops.
Yep, which is in another folder called...
OSFirstTimer.
Yep, which is in a folder called Share.
Why don't they just have it in a folder without all these other things?
Because this is how they set up Linux, okay? Just don't question it, just do it.
Share, and then you are...
Yeah, so the top folder here is US year. That's what you're looking to get into.
Okay.
You're allowed to use... Okay.
Got it.
Then what?
Now it's Share, so I find Share. Yep.
And then...
where is that?
It's in alphabetical order. Keep your finger on it. It's a bit faster.
I wonder if the mouse would work. Yeah, it does work. Look, see how much easier life is with the mouse? Really? What have they got against it? See, look.
Double click. You don't even know. You forgot how to use the mouse now.
No.
Okay, and then backdrops. Okay, these are the desktop backgrounds you can select from. You're allowed to take a peek of them. So that's that desktop background.
Is this an anti-fly one now?
Oh, and you can flick through these desktop backgrounds here with the arrow keys.
I like that little one.
You like that little one?
That's cute.
Okay, yeah. So that little one, I'm just going to give you a clue. It's either TuxCloud or TuxWorld. Let's just find out. It's TuxCloud. There you go. So you want to set the background TuxCloud, right? So you need to now type that command in a terminal, but instead of typing stairway.png, you want to type in the correct command. First of all, go to a new frame and you want to open up a terminal.
I hate terminals. I hate this.
So how do you change the frame?
Control-T, get out.
Yep, you're in that frame now.
Now...
Control-T. So what is the command you have to type in to change the background?
The tuxcloud.ipg. Can't I just copy and paste it? I wonder if it would let me. Look at that, yes. So what do I do? All of that and then...
Now, do you think this is going to work? Ratpoison.rc is a list of commands that the computer executes when it kind of first loads up in Ratpoison. And that's why this background is set, because this is already there. So if you change the background now with this command, it is not going to actually change permanently. You'd have to actually put the new information there and save that file for it to open up and permanently change the background.
Yeah.
Anyway. You've successfully done it.
Yes.
You have changed the desktop background. Now kill these two programs and you can turn the computer off. She's so eager to get back to using the mouse. She didn't use the Control-T kill command.
No, I hate it.
Okay, before you turn the computer off, what did you think of this operating system?
I really don't like it. I mean, really, what have you got against a mouse? And it just makes life so much harder, and you're going to end up having all this finger strain by having to type all this extra stuff that you can just do at a click of a mouse. No.
Once you get used to it,
I don't want to kill the rodent. I like the rodent.
But once you get used to it, mentally you don't even think of the commands anymore. Like, I could open up 10 windows right now, split them and stuff in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but you're doing a lot more movements and pressing things than just sliding your hand over a mouse. I just
you could
honestly
type
don't
faster
see
to actually do it with the mouse.
I don't see the point of it. I like my mouse. Keep the mouse. Rodents are wonderful.
Okay. Well, can you now shut down the computer?
With pleasure, yeah.
With pleasure, and then you get the mouse. I like that. With pleasure. Hand on the mouse.
Okay, so Control-T, question mark. Kill. I wonder if there's a quit or something, is there? Because quit is the more technical name to get out of it, but there isn't. Banish is good. So, banish. I just want to banish this forever. Where do you banish? How do you banish?
Banish isn't the right command.
Should be.
Okay, so it's actually via the rat menu that you shut this down.
Okay, Control T and then R.
The mouse keeps getting used. Now, what do you think it is to shut down the computer?
Well, there is a shutdown, but then there's quit Ratpoison.
Ratpoison is the actual window manager on the screen.
I wonder what would happen if you just quit the Ratpoison without shutting it down.
You are now back to the terminal.
Oh, no.
Just be honest here. Do you like Ratpoison better than just plain old terminal?
To tell the truth, it might be like a 1% improvement, but it's still not good without the mouse.
But at least you've got a graphical thing. You've got web browsers and everything.
I don't like it, really.
Okay.
I don't like it. It's not for me. I mean, you said it was not for normal people. I'm a normal person. It's not for me.
Okay. Well, here you go. You're back in Ratpoison.
Get lost. This is gone. Go forever.
There you go. Saving the system with the hardware clock, unmounting the remote file systems, sending all processors, remounting the root, powering down. Done.
So it gives a commentary of what it's doing.
Yes, that's what Linux likes to do. It likes to tell you everything it's doing rather than just being a progress bar and you don't know what's going on.
Do I really need to know what it's doing?
For people who use Linux, they generally do like to know exactly what everything's doing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of OSFirstTimer that was for once a challenge for Diana. She is used to these super easy operating systems that are extremely user-friendly. This one, before you download it, specifically states, this is not user-friendly. So, there we go.
It got that right. And as far as the mouse is concerned...
The mouse.
Wait,
do you know what's funny?
Wait.
Yeah, wait, let me unplug the mouse.
As far as I'm concerned, stay. I like rodents. I don't know how anybody can want to get rid of the rodents. I love my little rodent.
I love my little rodents too.
That's actually not a mouse, that's a trackball.
The same thing. It works like a mouse, it's a mouse.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.